Hola, buenas a todos y bienvenidos a lo que parece ser el último episodio de nuestro queridísimo juego. Y vamos a guardar aquí. Sí, ¿no? Guardamos aquí. Vamos a guardar uno más y ya está. Vamos para allá. Tártaro. Entonces, el Idano será el del DLC que sacarán este año, Tifón y Olimpo, ¿no? 3 DLCs, puede ser, no sé. Vale. Vamos para allá, chicos.
I am pleased to inform you that we have arrived at the labyrinth. Please be advised that electrical storms on the surface of
Has
Tartarus
aterrizado en
make the
Tártaro, manda un logro.
resident count is as follows:
3071.
3071. Resident deaths include. The interior can be chilly. I would also ask that you leave your captain's ID with me. I can make the assurance that I will not leave without the captain. Oh, speak of the devil. Captain, I am receiving a transmission.
Attention, unauthorized spacecraft. This is a maximum security installation. You are hereby confined to your docking platform until a ticket detailing your crimes has been... I wager it'll take a bit longer than it takes you to lose your patience. To be honest, that'd make my job a lot easier. You come out, we shoot you...
Uf. Qué putada, no tengamos mentira, ¿eh?
Protocol is important. The sentencing of one crime does not... Tartarus docking authorities signing up... Hang on. Looks like you're gonna have company. Wait, is that from the groundbreaker? What the...
Transmission. How can I...
Nada, nos vamos para allá. Ocho, chicos, se nos viene el momento más chungo del juego. Hay que llevar a Félix, no, hay que llevar a Nioka y al vicario Max. ¡Hala! A ver cómo salimos de aquí, del Tartarus. Del Tartarus. Na 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 na. ¿Cómo es esto de grande? Hostia. ¡Oh! ¡Nos están ayudando! ¿En serio? ¡Qué guay, tío! ¡Me están ayudando! Me están ayudando los martes, tío. ¡Qué guapo! ¡Hostia! pasa? Ahora no. Es la cárcel del Tártaro, chavales.
Gotta admit, I'm not too keen on walking into a prison. They lock me up, I'm liable to kill everyone trying to get back out.
Os podéis curar.
The easy part. Taking it back out.
No se
I'm still
curan.
trusting your plan on that one, Captain.
Que llegar hasta ahí.
I suppose it would be too late to back out now, huh? Fear not, Captain. I'll watch your back.
¿Por dónde vamos, tío?
Incoming.
Joder. Me cago en la puta que me estoy equivocando.
Here's a little trick I learned in
Hasta luego. Me encanta, tío.
Everyone all right? What was that? Here they come. I've had quite enough of you.
Joder.
On your right, Captain.
Esta parte es chunga, ¿eh?
May you find peace in death.
Me revientan, tío, ¿eh? Me revientan, pero cosa mala. ¿Cómo hacemos esto, tío? Sin que nos pillen.
I got a body here.
Así se le acaba la barrasa de mierda, tío. A estos, como no lo ven, este juego tiene problemas con el de Last of Us. Le falta ya nada para que se vaya. 10, 9, 8. es esto, tío? Vamos a pasar por ahí. Joder. Esto es complicado, ¿eh? Se me ha pillado. Me cago en la puta. Yo digo, ya verás tú, porque la he cagado, La he cagado ahí. Me podía haber pasado, pero la he cagado fuerte. Uf, vale. Nos han pillado, Bueno, me dan aquí por si quiero hacer algo, pero... Transición al foso. Supone que aquí es donde tenemos que ir nosotros. La cosa es que luego tenemos que volver, entiendo, ¿no? Eso va a ser lo chungo.
Here they come.
Joder, colega.
Cover you.
Here's a little trick I learned in prison.
Macho, que no me da tiempo a hacer nada. La hostia. Joder. Que tengo que luchar antes de nada. Es que me revientan los personajes. Me revientan los personajes tal cual, No me dejan hacer nada. Y no puedo matarlos en plan sigilo, tío. No sé. No me dejan, tío. No sé qué hacer, De verdad, tío. Pero ¿cómo coño hacemos esto? No tengo ni puta idea, Me revientan. Pero me revientan cosa mala. Pero estos tíos, ¿qué niveles son? Colega. No sé, de verdad, Me dejan loco, tú. ¿Les pego con esta? A ver, es que no sé.
May you find peace in death.
Security alert.
You say?
Here's a little trick I learned in prison.
Madre mía, a ver si puedo volver a entrar. Plan tranqui, ¿sabes? Vamos a ver. Puede que esta sea la manera que tengamos. Pug.
Your life was merely an illusion anyway.
Toma por culo, macho.
Let's go, troops. Stellar base counting on us.
Ay, no me han dejado. Han venido por ahí refuerzos, así que deberíamos ir con los refuerzos al menos. Vamos con los refuerzos y ya está. No sé si he guardado. No me he dado cuenta. Me jodas, tío. De está aquí, tío. Me jodas, colega. De verdad, lo que me ha costado, tío.
I'll take your confession now.
Esto me da igual. Ahora, guardando. Uy, falta. ¿Tengo una ventaja más? Más tecnológicas. Eso me gusta.
Let's go, troops. Stellar base counting on us.
Boom.
That's the last of them.
May you find peace in
Que
death.
la muerte te traiga la paz. Boom.
Never anger a man of the claw.
Ah, que quedaba este con vida, tú. Uy, mierda, espera, estoy culpada de que se me ha ido esto. Vale. ¿Es por aquí? Uf, casi me da.
Here's a little trick I learned in prison. An illusion anyway.
Me encanta, tío.
Well, look who it is. I'll be damned. I was prepping the studio for our announcement. I knew I smelled Monarch when you lot walked.
Keep talking, and you'll be smelling iron. Ain't nobody so important I won't put a book.
And the convict. The vicar. You know, most people, once they're out of...
Oh, I would go anywhere to see you fall.
When you go off and get yourself shot, try to avoid taking one to the face. My word! You've correctly identified the most It's a wonder what Phineas saw in you. Then again, he's an insane person. Thankfully, he... Oh, the look on your face, fantastic! But that's between us. As far as my adoring citizens will know, we've turned it...
Hijo de puta.
Oh yes, go on, wake them up, add more mouths to feed. That'll solve our start. I don't know what half-baked plans that simpleton in a lab coat has been leading you through. Let me ask you something, Captain. Have you at any point thought about not fucking up our entire system?
I believe we could ask you the same.
I'm making actual progress towards stabilization and recovery. Oh, right. This coming from the psychopathic outlaw. We don't. You have? Is that what you were doing at the Ministry? Look, I'm not an unreasonable man. If you manage to storm... I can't exactly afford more havoc than you've already caused. Fine. If you survive, you'll need someone to sell the rest of the board.
Hostia, casi me meto un tiro.
I've got work to do.
Bueno. Vale, hemos conseguido eso, al menos para engañarle.
All right, MSI. I'm not one for rousing speeches, but the
Sanjay
project
Nandi.
needs our help. So Get in there and fight! Here they come.
Lo bueno es que me están ayudando ahora todos a los que le he ayudado yo.
Everything in my life has been leading up to this point. I believe I am ready for this.
Take a breath now, folks. Once we're up there, I expect we ain't gonna have time to...
Captain, you have an uncanny talent for complicating my life. You've disrupted the balance of power. You've upset the natural order of things.
Se acabó, Sofía, ríndete.
Do you imagine you're leading some grand The iconoclasts and MSI have put aside their differences and attacked the prison together. You're nothing but a rabble-rouser. I'm going to put an... You make a nuanced and compelling... Dr. Wells is being held in my custody. All that's left to do is put down this riot. Fair enough. I'm giving you exactly one chance.
Encanto. Encanto 1, ¿no tengo encanto?
This prison is equipped with an automechanical... And don't worry. I will inform...
Ah, qué putada. Esto está a 86, tú.
Your life was merely an illusion anyway. Here's a little trick I learned in prison. May you find peace instead.
¿Cómo? ¿Pero qué hago ahora, tío? Que no puedo pasar por aquí. Ah, madre, que parió a peneque. Ah, si no puedo pasar por aquí, ¿qué hago? Puta madre. The Outer Worlds. ¿Qué hago, tío? Si no puedo pasar por ahí. No sé qué hacer, de verdad. ¿Qué hacemos, tío? Es que... Ay, güey. Estoy a punto de subir a 90, a 31, ¿eh? Puedo pelear un poco más. Vamos a ver si puedo pelear o algo, no sé, tío. Que claro, estos son todos... ¿Cómo matamos al bicho ese, tío? De verdad lo digo, no tengo ni idea, Estoy un poco... En un punto sin salida, Joder. ¡Ta madre, tío! Ay. Nivel 30. Vale, te voy a guardar aquí. Y a cargar. Guardado rápido a nivel 30 también. Ah. Que claro, estos son autoguardados. Qué putada, tío. Tenemos que ir hasta allá. ¿En serio, tío? Es que aquí hay muchos robots de estos, tú.
Life was merely an illusion anyway. I'll take your confession now. Never anger a man of the cloth.
Madre mía, pero ¿cómo? No, joder. Está casi ya, tío. Uah, ¿cómo coño hacemos esto, macho? Joder. Va a ser jodido esta parte, tú. Se ha quedado a nada, eso también hay que decirlo, pero los robotitos esos dan un por culo que no veas.
Never anger a man of the claw. May you find peace in death.
Han salido ya los robots. Voy a pegar un guardado aquí rápido. Hostia, que me he follado. ¿En serio? ¿Me estás contando, tío?
I've had quite enough of you.
No me jodas, colega, tío, de verdad, qué puta mierda de final, tío, que no me dejan hacer nada. Madre mía, lo que me va a costar pasarme el juego, tío. O sea, todo el juego de puta madre, porque no estoy atacando, y llega aquí y me revientan. Y me he quedado sin curaciones, tú. A menos ya he descubierto un truco para eso, pero...
May you find peace in death. I'll take your confession now.
Madre mía, ¿que lo tengo cada 2 segundos o qué?
Your life was merely an illusion anyway. Never anger a man of the claw. That's one down.
A ver, y me mata, tío, y entra aquí a matarme. La polla, tú. Joder. Qué asco, tío, de verdad. Qué asco.
Here's a little trick I learned in prison. Never anger a man of the claw.
No sé, tío. Lo digo en serio, tío. No sé qué coño hacer contra este gilipollas. Y todo por no tener cerradura al 100, ¿sabes? Que se ha abierto esa sola, tío.
Here they come.
Here's a little trick I learned in prison.
To shreds, you say? Not getting through.
¿Qué hacemos aquí, tío? Yo es que de verdad estoy por enviar el juego a la mierda, sinceramente. ¿Es que no podemos vencer a esto? Le queda la mierda. No sé, le pegamos a la parte de atrás todo el rato, intentamos bajarle la vida. Es que no sé, de verdad lo digo, No sé qué hacer con este tío. Lo digo en serio, Me tira hasta los cojones, tú.
Your life was merely an illusion anyway. May you find peace in death.
To shreds, was it?
I've had quite enough of you.
To shreds, you say?
A menos ya han muerto casi todos. No me deja guardar ahora. Bueno, porque han muerto estos. Vamos a ver. A ver lo que tiene esto.
Now keep quiet.
Vamos a ver así. Bugueándolo parece que sí. Hala. Vamos a acabar con este. Este para mí es el boss final.
I'll take your confession now.
Perdón. ¿Qué ha pasado? ¿Que hay más de esos por ahí? ¿Dónde? ¿Si no habían más?
May you find peace instead. law. Here's a little trick I learned in prison. I am a sword.
Va por culo ya. La madre que parió. Qué asco, te lo digo en serio, tío. Lo que no sé cuánto nos habrá costado esto, pero la puta, Claro, es que vas por ahí. Por allí vas. Si tienes la tarjeta es a los cojones. Pero yo, como no he podido piratear eso, pues mira. Hemos ido por el camino largo. Qué asco de boss. Y aún así, porque he hecho trap. Esto, que los cojones, colega.
All right. Get me out of here.
You don't know how glad I am to see you. You did the right thing. Akande was a monster. Her death was much deserved, and long overdue. And you lunatic, you broke into the board's own fortress just to rescue one doddering old man. You are absolutely out of your mind, and I can't begin to thank you enough. I know, my friend, I know. And now it's finally over. The board's finished. You've broken the board's stranglehold on this colony, and you saved my life. You and I are going to have to work harder than ever to save Halcyon. Earth has gone dark. We haven't received a single message. 2 years ago, the Earth's Directorate's frigate disappeared on their way back to Earth. We don't know what they discovered when they arrived, or...
So we've got to make do on our own. Seems to me that'll make...
You're quite right. We've got no choice but to make...
Earth is only an idea to us. But that idea is the bedrock the colony is built upon. If people were to find out it's gone...
I don't want to imagine what'll happen once news gets out. We're in serious trouble, my friend. Do you know what this means for Halcyon? We can't rely on Earth for support anymore. We've been cut loose. We're... Yes, we do. You've done a marvelous thing. We must begin the revival process immediately, starting with the Hope's brightest minds. And then we're going to fix this. We're going to need a leader. And I can't imagine a better person for the job than you.
Tengo un plan, con el presidente a mis pies nadie sabrá que tengo el control de la colonia.
The chairman? I don't know why. You're the best thing to ever happen to Halcyon. If you want to take it upon yourself to lead... We're not a colony any longer, are we? Our last connection to Earth has been severed. Our future is uncertain, and no one knows...
Vale. ¿Nos vamos a pasar juego entonces? ¿Vamos a ver ahora los créditos o cómo está el tema?
The OSI teaches that everything in the universe happens according to the grand plan. But the stranger that arrived in Halcyon was an unplanned variable. From the moment he landed in Emerald Vale, his actions altered the course of history. The events on Tartarus brought about the end of the board's authority. But the board's mistakes would haunt the colony for decades to come. The damage they left behind would require the work of a generation to repair. Dr. Phineas Wells began reviving a handful of the Hope's colonists. engineers, scientists, technicians, and intellectuals. They were among the brightest minds the Earth had ever sent out into the stars. The Hope scientists and engineers woke up in a colony descending headlong into total collapse. With no way to return to Earth, they had no choice but to band together and devote themselves to the cause of saving Halcyon. The people of Halcyon were nothing if not hardy. In the absence of the board's authority, many of the colony's settlements banded together with a single purpose in mind: survival. Life was especially hard in the years to come. Some towns dissolved by attrition and starvation, but most of them found a way to carry on. In the years to come, Halcyon was forced to reckon with its newfound freedom. The board was gone, and for better or worse, the colony was responsible for its own destiny. Between MSI's worker-centric policies and the iconoclast's manpower, Sanjar and Zora were able to rally many of the Terra 2 townships to their cause. MSI's workforce swelled, and the iconoclasts enjoyed a significant surge in their ranks. The board was too distracted by infighting and internal politics to stop MSI from becoming a powerful corporation and a refuge for townships that might have fallen through the cracks. Consumed by paranoia, Lilia Hagen took Sublight Salvage in a controversial direction, openly accusing board officials of an extraterrestrial conspiracy. One day, an accident at the Groundbreaker's docking bay silenced her forever. Time would tell if her replacement could keep the Sublight family together. The collapse of Edgewater left its workers bereft of any purpose in life. Most of them made their way to Adelaide McDevitt's camp, hoping to ingratiate themselves into her favor. Adelaide accepted only a few to her community. The rest were turned away and likely died of starvation. Nevertheless, Adelaide's camp grew into a well-established town. Adelaide McDevitt refused to cooperate with the ongoing effort to save Halcyon from collapse. A sympathetic deserter stole a copy of her research and delivered it to the Hope's scientists. It is unclear how useful Adelaide's research was. An optimistic estimate suggests her work may have bought Halcyon another few years of survival. Adelaide would never know. She died that winter. Under the leadership of Junlei Tennyson, the Groundbreaker held firm against corporate influence. The ship's mechanical stability gave Junlei the time to educate a promising generation of engineers schooled in her family's traditions. The future of the Groundbreaker looks promising. The rediscovery of the Hope and the abandonment of the lifetime employment program forced Byzantium to come to terms with some uncomfortable realities about the state of Halcyon. While Byzantines were reluctant to surrender the luxuries they'd grown accustomed to, the board's diminished authority gave them little choice in the matter. Nearly everyone had to learn to make do with less. Some even had to get jobs. It was a dark time indeed. Your influence shifted Ellie's perspective. She finally admitted, albeit grudgingly, that she just might need other people. Sometimes. With a steady income from the life insurance payouts, she was finally able to afford
Algunas hasta eran legales, puta ama.
a small crew and flew supply missions to communities on the fringe. Some of them were even legal. Life in Halcyon was sobering for Felix Millstone. The grand revolution he dreamed of never came. There was no great awakening for the colony, no celebrations in the streets. There was only the hard, desperate work of trying to repair a broken colony. Felix never had a head for numbers, but if there was labor to be done, he was there to help.
Claro, estaba con el tema de la revolución, pero como matamos a quien la iba a hacer porque era malo, realmente estaba trabajando para la Junta.
The vicar, known as Max, eventually decided that it was time to move
El
on,
vicario.
to live out the life he had sought so long to create. He knew there were many in the colony who carried burdens much worse than the ones he had struggled with, and he devoted himself to easing their suffering wherever he could. He only ever took up arms
Por fin
again
estaba
to
en paz,
defend
bien.
the defenseless,
A ver qué pasa con...
unshackled from a lifetime of
Quedan tres,
striving
¿no?
and fighting the universe and himself. Vicar Maximilian de Soto was finally at peace. Once the
Aquí
matter
está.
with the Hope colonists was resolved, Junlei bashfully asked Parvati if she'd like to join her permanently on the Groundbreaker, and Parvati enthusiastically, if somewhat awkwardly, agreed. The stories of her adventures spread across the colony, and Parvati soon found herself the center of attention. Having served as the engineer of a renowned spacecraft, tramp freighters and wildcat miners sought her out by name. And in no time, she was a fixture in the... Nyoka returned to Monarch to take another crack at making a permanent life for herself.
El grupo Charo.
Charon Group, a mercenary outfit of ragtag survivalists and wilderness experts. Anyone in the SAM unit that accompanied you spread awareness of the product line's superior sanitation and maintenance capabilities across what was left of the colony. This led to a boost in SAM unit sales. Did you know Minister Clark was released from house arrest, and his contact with you gave him a sense of renewed purpose and vigor? Once it became clear that no help would be coming from Earth, he threw his considerable efforts and talents. Chairman Rockwell served as the public face for the changes in Halcyon to come. Whenever you needed strings pulled or a voice to sell. As for Dr. Phineas Wells, he spent his remaining years in his orbital lab. He eventually came to terms with his own past and was able to forgive the mistakes. In the end, Dr. Wells was able to save every scientist and engineer aboard the Hope. Over the next decade, nearly all of the Hope's remaining colonists were successfully revived. Halcyon saw a period of rapid scientific advancement. Dr. Wells laid the groundwork for the project to save the colony, but he would never live to see the fruits of his labor. He passed away a few years. Today, Halcyon has stabilized. The people of the colony work hard to adapt to their new circumstances. Nearby colonies send aid and support. And what about you, the unplanned variable in the history of Halcyon? You brought an end to the chaos on Tartarus and made Chairman Rockwell your own puppet, a role he was all too eager to play. The colony never realized you were the true power behind the new administration. No one knows what's happened to Earth, and no one knows what the future has in store for Halcyon. All we know for certain is this.
Bueno, ha sido un buen final, chicos. Pues con esto, chicos, hemos finalizado The Outer Worlds. Ahora sí que sí. Así que nada, vamos a dejar aquí. Espero que lo hayáis pasado de puta madre. Yo sí, menos en este final que ha sido... casco de boss, en serio. Pero bueno, ha estado bien. A mí me ha gustado, me parecía un juegazo. No tengo nada más que hablar. Así que espero que os haya gustado y hasta el siguiente juego. Hasta luego.